Namaste. In yet another episode of our bliss to enjoy Sri Krishna's names as it appears in Srimad Bhagavadgita, we are going to talk of another two names, Sakhaa and Yadhava. But before that, I want to focus this episode on just one thing called power of words. Now we all know there are Chatur Yuga, Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. We are all in Kali Yuga. In the earlier three yugas, people gave utmost importance to the words that they delivered. Whatever context it may be, either it could be a personal sankalpa or a pradigna or as a vow, or addressing anybody, your own family or elders or anything, words played an important role. In Kali Yuga, we know how we use words, so let's not even talk about it. So I'm going to talk about a very interesting story from the Mahabharata itself. As I said, the focus is on the words. Arjuna, during Mahabharata, as he grew, we all knew his valor. He was the most, the height of valor, epitome of valor among the Pandavas, and he was winning various competitions. The way he was trained, everything was different, completely different. We all know how he shot the looking only at the eye of the bird and all those things. He made a pradigna that as he grew in his valor, that whoever insults his bow, which is called the Kandiba, whoever insults the Kandiba, I will kill him. That's his vow. We have to remember that words are very important. Let's come back to it later. So as this episode, we are in the 11th chapter, we are going to focus on 41st and 42nd sloka of 11th chapter. In this, Arjuna, as we see, the 11th chapter is the Vishwarupa chapter, and we are seeing various emotions of Arjuna from very, very different, from total bewilderment to complete realized soul. That is what he is becoming to. And he realizes the most important thing, that he has seen the Vishwarupa of Krishna, that he is the Purushottama, he is everything, he is omnipresent, he is omnipotent. Now realizes and begs the forgiveness of Sri Krishna. Hey Krishna, I have treated you as my equal because I have grown up with you all the time. I have seen you so closely. Probably I have just taken you for granted, and there are times I have treated you with respect, but there are many times I have just treated you on par, and there are times I have taken you as granted. See, the kind of things I have asked you to do, the kind of ways I addressed you, hey Krishna. So this is what I am actually now thinking, that what have I done? This is this Paramatma that is here in his Vishwarupa, but now I am thinking how I have used this person, the way I have been with you. So that is what coming out in this sloka, 11th chapter, 41 and 42.
Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadhava he Sakheti ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadhat pranayena vapi yachavaha sartha masatkritosi viharashayya sanabhojaneshu ekothavaapyachyuta tatsamaksham tatshamaye tvam ahamaprameyam.
So Arjuna is now thinking, right in front of me, I have the Purushottama, I have the Paramatma, the omnipresent, I have the Supreme who is Antaryami in everybody. I'm seeing somebody is being worshipped by the most pious people, the most learned people, the elders around him, everybody is worshipping somebody, and that kind of person, I have treated him on par. And that is what is worrying Arjuna more at this point of time. And he is telling Sri Krishna, you know Krishna, I have treated you on par, not just when we were in private, just you and I have also treated you on par when amongst a larger crowd in the assembly of learned people in the courtroom and all that. There are times I've joked at you. You know, one of the names I called you is Krishna. Yes, Krishna is one of the name, but when I called you by that name, I was also referring to your color, that you are black, you are dark in color. I mean, even today we know that you can't be calling somebody by their color, right? It's an offense. And here you are talking of the Supreme Paramatma, and here Arjuna realizes that I even treated him like that casually, and he's more and more is worried at this kind of behavior that he's done earlier. I treated you as my friend, but here I see so many elders worshipping you, and I'm seeing myself, thanks to you, Krishna, that you are the Supreme Paramatma. I've seen your Vishwarupa, but how I have treated. He's again going back to saying that I have treated the Supreme Person so casually because you're very close, and he's trying to ask for forgiveness of Krishna. Now here is an interesting tale that we are talking about, why words matter. Because we are again talking about Arjuna addressing Sri Krishna in different forms, times with love, but times with very casual attitude. So as we saw in the initial thing, that Arjuna had taken a vow that whoever insults his Kandiba, he will kill him. So in Mahabharata, this is where before the war we are there, right? Because the Bhagavad Gita happens before the start of the war. As the war progresses at some stage, they were all expecting that Arjuna will finish Karna. Karna was the equally valorous warrior on the opposite camp. We all know the Purana. And Yudhishthira is waiting for the news from Arjuna that he has slain Karna today in the war. So he comes back at the end of the day, and Yudhishthira asks Arjuna, hey Arjuna, have you finished Karna today? He says, no, we fought a very fierce battle, but Karna is not killed yet. Yudhishthira was not very happy. And he starts saying, he laments, and he probably shows his anger or frustration and says, what kind of warrior you are, or what kind of bow you have, your Kandiba and you, that kind of thing. Now, Yudhishthira insults Kandiba. And here Arjuna has taken a vow that whoever insults his Kandiba, he will kill him. We were again talking of the power of words. People withstood by their words. And now Arjuna is in a predicament. He can't kill his own brother. But his vow has to be fulfilled. So Dharma Sankat, he is there. It is a vow that he has to stand, but the Sankat happens because his own brother has insulted, the eldest brother, Shrestha brother has insulted his Kandiba. So he is worried at this, and Krishna looking at this, he says, why this is trying to fight Pandavas and Kauravas here, Pandavas are fighting against each other, they should stop. So Krishna takes Arjuna aside and tells him, there are many ways to fulfill your vow, Arjuna. In the courtroom or in an assembly of elder people, go scold your elder brother. That is equivalent to killing. Now this is different yuga, where the younger brother scolding the elder brother treats as good as killing the elder brother. So Arjuna does that in the assembly. Of course, it's a war room. We are all in Kurukshetra, right? In there, a lot of elders are discussing. Yudhishthira, as the eldest, is there. He goes and scolds Yudhishthira left, right, and center, and comes back. Now Arjuna has fulfilled his vow because, as per Dharma Shastra, if you do this, it's as good as killing your brother. So he has kept his vow, but he is very upset because his respect for his elder brother is very high. So he says, how can I even do all these things? Just for this vow I did, Krishna, what can I do? Krishna says, no problem. And then that is the time Arjuna says, I think I should commit suicide because I've done the worst crime. I've gone and scolded my eldest brother. Krishna laughs again and says, Arjuna, I'll give you another approach to offset your suicide instinct. Go to the same elders, assembly of elders, go talk about yourself in all your glory, how much is your valor, what kind of a warrior you are and all that, and come back. And then Arjuna does, Krishna says Arjuna does, so Arjuna goes there, the same assembly of elders, Yudhishthira is also there, he talks, I am the best warrior in town, I'm ambidextrous, I can use my arrow in both hands, I can do this, I can do that, everything, and comes back. And then Krishna smilingly says, you know what have you done now? You committed suicide. In such learned assembly people, in an assembly of elders, you went and talked about yourself? Self-praise? That's worse. Yeah, we are talking about different yuga. Today we are in a different yuga. You know what is happening. So that is what Dharma Shastra says, the power of words. People kept their words, and the words that one utters in an assembly for different people, elders and all that, everything mattered. Now coming back to the 11th chapter, 41 and 42nd sloka that we are talking, Arjuna is exactly lamenting the same. I have used words like this to Krishna, the Paramatma, the Sarveshwara. He is the Purushottama. He is there and I have treated him everything. I have called him as a friend. I have done a lot of things. Amongst elders, amongst in an assembly of people, I have treated him casually. So Arjuna is now seeking the forgiveness. Hey Krishna, forgive me for all these things because you are everything, and goes on to say, irrespective of all these things, you will still save me because that is your greatness, because you are Purushottama. And that is what he says. to do an analogy here in Kali Yuga, we all know there are 12 Alvars in South who have given 4,000 divine hymns or Divya Prabandha, of which there is one lady Alvar, which is Andal, which is Bhumi Mata's incarnation as Andal. She has given 30 verses called Tirpavai, in which the opposite of this is being told. Initially, Andal starts with Narayana, Keshava, Madhava and all those big names. Then finally, with this, the Tirpavai has 30 pasurams or songs, or what do you call, couplets. So in the 27th and 28th and 29th, Andal addresses Krishna as Govinda and says, all these big names, I have called you with all the respectful names, but I think I should not have done this. I should have worshipped you as the simplest of the names. I should have been treating you as a friend, as a sakhe, and called you Govinda, because you came all the way from there, from Sri Vaikuntha to this Bhuloka, to be amongst us, to be treated along with us, because we all know the Balakrishna Leela, where he goes around every house stealing butter, and sometimes when people catch him and they refuse to give butter, he asks and pleads them and says, give me butter. And people say, now dance for us, I will give you butter. Now here we are talking of Krishna, the Sarveshwara, the Purushottama, dancing and all that to take one handful of butter. And to that extent he shows his Saulabhya, and Andal says, I should be enjoying this Saulabhya, this Krishna, and here in Kali Yuga we treat him more as a friend. But in the other Yuga, while he is around with us, around with Arjuna treated him as a friend, but he now realizes many times I addressed you with respect, but most of the other times I have treated you on par, sometimes even casually, and that is what he is now lamenting, and also asks the forgiveness and goes on to extend and says, hey Krishna, irrespective of what I do, I know you see the love in each and every devotee like me, and then as Achyuta, you don't come out of your position, you always hold us, you always provide shelter to us, you always keep all of us under your care. So as Achyuta, as Sakhe, as Yadava, Yadu Shrestha, that's what Bhishma Pitamaha uses in Vishnu Sahasranama. So here we are talking of Yadava and Sakhe, two names in these two, 11th chapter, 41st sloka and 42nd, and that is where we are saying, irrespective of the names I call, even I should have addressed you as Yadu Shrestha, but I've just called you as a Yadava, I've called you as a Sakhe, hey friend, hey dude, like that I've called you. But what I should have addressed you is Achyuta, because you will always be in your position of providing shelter to all of us, by protecting all of us, by always holding to us at all the time. So let us worship Sri Krishna for all his greatness as our friend, but with love, with bhakti, and be blessed always. Namaste.
Madhava Achyuta Krishna Hare Rishikesha Keshava Govinda Vasudeva Bhagavan Janardana